Welcome to PopUpTechTalks here at VMworld in Barcelona. I have the pleasure to have with me Dean Lewis. Would you mind introducing yourself shortly?
Yeah, no problem. So my name's Dean Lewis. I work for Chess ICT. We're a UK-based value-added reseller, and my job role is predominantly over the professional services side of that business for customers.
So what are your customers mostly interested in these days?
So at the moment, the hot topic for all of our customers in the UK, even with Brexit, is actually the GDPR, and that's the new governance that's coming in by Europe on data security, data sovereignty. And I think the main thing is we've seen quite a lot of cyber attacks going on all around the world. Obviously, there's the huge one in America at the moment. And you know, it's making companies accountable for what happens to your data.
How do you help in general your customers when it comes to cybersecurity? So what are your best practices in the area?
So at the moment, the customers are obviously seeing what's happening in the news as they're hearing about the GDPR, and they're asking for us to help guide them. So at the moment, policies don't come into effect until April next year. So a lot of it at the moment that you see from vendors, security vendors, or even just other companies that want to come in and earn some money, it's a lot of scare tactics because we're not quite sure what's going to happen. For us, the main thing we've started to focus on, away from the technology, is we can offer you the usual AV, the firewalls, but it's about the humans, it's about me and you. We're the weakest link in any IT infrastructure. So what we're going in now is talking to our customers about training their individuals. We're explaining to them what a phishing email looks like, what all the different attacks look like, and educating them users. And typically it's somebody going into the business who isn't IT focused. So it's not just, oh, it's Dave from IT complaining at me because I might get a virus on my machine once again. And that's really, really working. And then there's other things we can do to educate people as well. So we've got our own custom software to do simulated spam attacks, and we do a lot of reporting on that. So we show you who within your business is at risk, possibly from causing you problems. We also do from there, within the UK, we've got something called Cyber Essentials framework, and we can come in and we can do a gap analysis for you based on them guidelines, and we can tell you how far away you are from achieving it. And what's really nice is, as a company, it's very like the ISO standards now. So we've seen a lot of companies in the UK wanting the Cyber Essentials framework rubber stamp because you can show it off as an ISO, and we're already listening to businesses that are saying they are only going to deal with businesses who have achieved that accreditation in the future. So then it's locking down business communications, and we're help feeding that business to be able to work with other partners still, and it's not at all a IT-led function or an IT-led reason.
Yeah, sounds like it will keep you busy for a while at least. So you've mentioned something like it could happen to anyone, not just you and me who we work in tech, so maybe we're a little bit more informed. But do you have any tips to our viewers out there who maybe not exactly work in tech and are experts on cybersecurity, like what they can do to prevent something like this happening to them, whether it's on a business level or like a personal level?
So one of the best things we can say is look at your accounts departments and your finance departments, because these people who are trying to get viruses on your systems, trying to extort, they want money. That's the end of it. It's all about the Bitcoin at the moment. So one of the best practices we've seen a lot of businesses put in place now is if they are contacted by a company, regardless of whether they fully believe it's legitimate or not, if it mentions something like paying into a new account, discounts for an early payment, for example, if you're having a new building and the building contractor's got in touch with you and said, hey guys, pay us a month early and we'll give you 20% off. Make sure your account departments and finance departments are ringing those companies and speaking to a human being and confirming the emails or messages or letters that come through. And not just thinking, oh, that looks like a perfectly good email, because you know, we simulate emails internally ourselves and make it look like it comes from the marketing department, our sponsors, our vendors, whether it's NetApp, Nimble Storage. We work with Enfon as a cloud service provider as well, and we test our users regularly. And that's probably another thing that's very, very key, is making sure you have some sort of education for your users, but make sure you keep up on top of that, educating them, but make sure it's relevant as well, so they're not just turning off and thinking, oh, is the IT department's having complaining at us for it.
Yeah, we're always the one to blame, isn't it? Well, thank you so much for your tips. I'm sure they're going to be very useful for our viewers. I have just one more last question to you. Star Trek or Star Wars?
Definitely Star Wars.
Thank you so much. I mean, I can't argue with that, isn't it? Thanks for watching Pop-Up Tech Talks. Until the next time.